It all started back in round one when we took over an abandoned power station and replaced thermal power with horsepower. Cars came from near and far to take part in something of a social experiment. We took 6 of Asia's most gorgeous celebrities and asked ourselves one simple question. They may be hot, but can they drive? With the celebs assembled, we introduced them to the very people who would attempt the impossible and teach them how to drive.
Damn, whoa, slow down, slow down!
2 proper motor racing drivers, Gabby Delamerced and Michelle Bumgarner. It was time for the celebs to show us what they got, which, as it turned out, wasn't much.
Oh, hold on. Yeah.
Mark Nelson set the early pace, but Casey Montero loomed large. Alan Wu set a blistering speed, but for reasons known only to Alan, tried to set an even faster time in the cooldown lap. PK disappointed with a slow lap time, Andrea struggled with a manual gearbox, and Joey showed not only needed to be one with the car, but yes, she needed to stay on the damn track. The next challenge was to stop before hitting our famous fake brick wall. Mark Nelson went first and confidently declared,
"It's actually not possible."
But Joey showed him it could. So did KC. Andrea, not so much. PK braked so hard he almost needed to catch a bus to the wall. And Alan Wu stunned us all as he didn't hit the wall this time and took out the challenge. In round 2, Casey became the hot dog van reverse parking champion, but Alan Wu was back to hitting walls again.
Can I hit the wall now?
Then it was onto the karting track where race car drivers honed their skills. Casey ran out to an early lead by taking the top points in every race, but he could not overcome the speed and finesse of our guest champion, a 10-year-old kid called Joaquin.
They were kinda slow.
In round 3, our celebs went drifting, but no matter how hard she tried, Andrea just couldn't get it. For Joey, however, this would be her time to shine. But when the smoke settled, it would be Casey who emerged victorious again, and Andrea, for one, wasn't happy.
We need to take him down.
The fuel efficiency challenge required celebs to drive across town on just a few drops of petrol. The one who made it to the Resorts World with the least amount of fuel would be crowned the winner. So you could just imagine Andrea's face when you know who showed up to claim the prize.
Seriously?
Then it was on to round 4. Rules were bent, but in the end, Alan Wu won the Great Jeepney Smackdown and claimed the title of the People's Champion. And just when everyone thought things couldn't get any crazier, we strapped them into what was basically a Meccano set strapped to a V6 engine. Then we set them off on a course so fierce, it was known simply as Big Rock. Mark Nelson claimed a much-needed victory. On to round 5 and our very own drag race championship. 2 evenly matched Mazda Miatas, 6 highly trained celebs.
Ow! Ow!
In a series of head-to-head battles culminating in a victory from Mark Nelson over Alan Wu by the narrowest of margins. Then it was on to the brand new Uptown Mall for an historic automotive obstacle course. The celebs banged and bashed their way through the multi-million-dollar retail mecca, but only Typhoon Wu smashed into an actual shopping center column. Nelson claimed another victory, and the battle for the championship was on in earnest. In round 6, former F1 racer Alex Young came on board as mentor to Joey and Andrea, just in time for time trial 2. We all held our breath as Typhoon Wu lost control as he did in time trial 1, but on this occasion he avoided disaster.
Good recovery, good recovery.
Mark Nelson was more aggressive, but it ended up costing him time and he slipped down the order.
Wow, this has a lot of power.
PK was a big improver, but Andrea was all in a spin as she slipped to last place. Joey was the big improver, picking up more than 17 seconds on her first time trial. Casey improved over 5 seconds to claim the fastest lap. But there was no time to celebrate with a Formula One style pit stop challenge to complete. Casey and Joey teamed up against PK and Alan and Mark and Andrea. It was a desperate race against the clock that would produce our very first tie. Wu and PK and Casey and Joey shared first place. In round 7, we sent the celebs out shopping for a new car, Well, maybe not new because they were on a tight budget.
He wouldn't even sell me the fruit cart for 45,000 pesos.
Then it was back to headquarters to show off their bargains. These wrecks needed a makeover, and that's exactly what they got as celebs pimped their purchases under the watchful eye of a master modifier.
Joey's Volkswagen.
Joey would claim her first outright victory. But these old wrecks still had a final hurrah left in them, and so it was on to the field for our car football challenge. Team Gabby versus Team Michelle, with Alex Jung foolishly agreeing to serve as referee. Andrea did as Andrea does, much to the annoyance of Mark Nelson.
Why didn't she even attempt to brake?
Typhoon Wu managed to take out the goals, which was a surprise to absolutely no one, but only after he managed to actually score one for Team Gabby. Casey Montero drove one home for Team Michelle. Then Piqué scored another one for Team Michelle, giving them a 2-1 victory. It was then a case of the blind leading the blind when the celebs paired up for the reverse parking challenge, blindfolded. Casey and Joey ended up with the slowest times, but no doubt had the most fun.
Speaking to me like a 2-year-old.
PK was all calmness in the navigator's seat, but felt frustrated behind the wheel. While Nelson and Wu proved a formidable combination to claim victory, setting up an intriguing championship battle as we head into the final round. That was then. This is now. The finale of Celebrity Car Wars. And so we come to this day, victory is within reach, and only one celeb will gain automatic entry into a club so exclusive it has no members. The Celebrity Car Wars Hall of Fame awaits. But first, our celebs must complete a final round of challenges, and it starts right here at the Celebrity Car Wars headquarters. Now, in this time challenge, our celebs need to move their own Mazda cars from this parking puzzle. Celebs must only move their vehicles in a forward or reverse direction. The order in which they do so plays an important part in the last challenge.
This is fun. This is just like from the phone right into the huge parking lot.
We all pretty much know how to start cars. We know how to drive a bit, but are we intelligent? That is the question.
Yeah, I don't play these kind of puzzles at all. I'm usually just puzzled myself.
Well, it's time for Andrea, Joey, and Mark to try solving the puzzle. But can they do it without calling the valet?
I do like puzzles, but the biggest challenge though for me was I was not in the proper attire for this challenge. You know what? It's the last day, so I'm just gonna strut it and not worry about the time.
First things first, I need to figure out a layout. See where my car is, see where the exit is. All right, it's just a matter of running in and moving cars.
I'm looking, where's the exit? Oh, over there, right by Joey. Okay, how on earth am I gonna get my car up?
Let's move things around and see what happens. I have no idea what to do.
How the hell do I get it? Joey's door handle doesn't work. I had to run around, going in and out through the passenger seat. And I think that lost me some really valuable time.
Where's the exit? Going into the challenge, I already saw a route on where the car will go out. So I already was moving cars. I'm gonna back the cars out on my side, move the trucks around, and then I can go straight. But Dre moved a truck in front of mine. Miss Dre, you moving this out? So that kind of changed things up already, so let's help each other out.
Joey?
Yeah?
Move that car forward and leave when you park this in the corner there.
All right, babe. I was trying to move Casey's car to move mine out, because mine looked like it was a lot more easier to get out.
Is it not working? Let's try.
I like solving problems. If it was many more moves ahead, I think maybe I'd have more of a difficult time. But 5 moves, I think my brain can handle. All right, and away we go. Time! It was a little easier than I thought it would be. I think I only needed to move 5 cars before I could move mine out. Whew.
Can I help push the car?
Second.
Andrea's trying to help out Joey, but what's really happening is she's just screwing everything up.
I couldn't open his door. His car is so old and destroyed already. So I had to get out the window. Ugh. Casey, your car's terrible.
Hang on.
Wonder Woman comes over, thankfully, and takes me out the car, because if not, I would have been flashing everybody with this outfit. Thank you.
I've always had her back in this competition. She's always had mine. And no way am I gonna leave her out on that parking lot on a hot day in that dress and those heels. Like, it's gonna be torture.
How now?
Get that truck out of there.
My car's faced this way, so how can it get out?
Your exit is over there.
There's an exit over there?
Yeah!
Oh.
Okay, very well then. Okay, let's get your car out first, and then you can help me get mine out. Okay.
Don't work together. Joey, don't listen. Don't listen.
Whichever way your car is facing, it's obviously, it has to go straight out that way. So there's no real point in like looking around.
Tell me how much further.
Oh no, she's gonna hit someone's car.
You have this much, only just one tap.
The Andrea bomb's about to go off.
We need to go off.
Stop!
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, do that, and then you're out.
What's the point of this?
Okay, but once Joey's out, does that mean she can't go back in to help Andrea?
Yes, good. It's over. Great. Yes.
Okay, my turn.
She's out!
Go, Andrea. You can do it.
Dre, I'm supposed to go join everybody.
Seriously? That's fine. Go. It's all good.
I thought I could return the favor, at least, and help Dre out, but apparently that's not part of the rules to help each other out. It's just you and work it out. Do you think I love puzzles so much? It sucks. It's like she helped me, now I can't go in there and help her move a car, at least help her back up or go forward.
What is she doing? I was pretty terrified about Andrea.
Stop!
Guys, there's still more space.
Once you put her under pressure, she might become the female Alan.
That's right, then move black.
And you know what? Just as we expected, bam! Right into another car.
Sorry, it's a little scratch.
Oh, Andrea, we're in a parking lot, and she is able to smash cars.
Did she hit something again?
Everyone was scared.
All right, easy, easy, easy.
Every car she got in, everyone was holding their breath. She pulled forward.
Go.
Yes! Yes!
She backs up.
I can see there's a camera there. Don't worry. Wow! There's a camera there.
Guys, relax. There's like a whole foot left. I knew I needed to get it out of the way in order to get my car out. Someone obviously moved it wrongly because there was like this much space between the Mazda and the car next to it.
Stop! Don't do it anymore. Stop.
I could feel the tension from them.
Stop, stop, stop!
Oh my gosh.
But I'm like, guys, I got this. Like, seriously.
Do I have enough space?
Don't move any more cars, just go to your car now.
Your car, Dre, your car!
I took a little while to understand what I needed to do.
Look out. Girl on fire.
Yes.
I'm not the best at puzzles, I have to admit. I really am not.
Good job.
Our car puzzle was specifically designed to puzzle celebs. Alan Wu, Casey Montero, and PK Kempech, it's your turn.
Of course, the jackrabbit. Alan has to sprint right off. Good job, man. Good
This is my job.
This time there was 3 people going at once, so I wasn't sure if them doing anything might affect my outcome.
Good luck, man.
Good luck.
I really can't see this. It's just too many cars.
I'm looking around, and you kind of survey the area, and boom, I got it. The key is really just jumping in the car, and each car has a different ignition, each car has a different shift, gear, you know, some of them are old cars, some are new cars.
I saw that my car was already pointing towards one of the exits. Each of us had our own respective exit, but then there's like 2 or 3 rows of cars in between that were blocking it. So then I figured I might as well try and move the cars that are furthest away from my car to create as much space for my car to move forward without having to go left or right.
Whoa, I forgot. I went to the right side, because in Thailand, we're driving on the right. And then when I approached the next car, I go straight to the right. And I'm like, ah!
I had an idea what I wanted to do. So I went in there and I just executed my game plan.
Okay, Joey's Beetle. It looks so good on the outside, but oh, it's so crappy. You can't open the door. And then I remember you have to open it from inside. So I'm like, oh, okay.
What?
Sorry.
It was actually a lot easier than I thought.
I think I did pretty well.
Wow, what the hell? Couldn't turn the engine on. Not thinking doesn't move. That's another minute. And then, okay, got it.
Mine wasn't the easiest, but it wasn't the hardest. I wish I would have finished first. I think that this might be part of a bigger challenge. The times here may be used for another challenge later on. Kind of bumped into the thing there. They didn't say there's a penalty for hitting anything. You just can't physically move them. And
I didn't hit anything this time. I'm so upset.
yeah, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You know, I usually drive by braille. Go PK! You didn't get dressed up for nothing, honey.
I don't want to scratch your car. Gotta be really careful, because this is just a contest.
Yeah.
But the ding is gonna last for quite some time. That's gonna hurt the owner's feeling. It's actually not hard. The only hard part was the Beetle. I am very careful with the car, don't worry. But I got it, it's okay. You know, I would rather lose looking good than rather lose looking crappy.
Okay, celebs, how'd you find that challenge? Fun?
Wonderful.
Challenging for more than others.
Well, it's safe to say some Mazdas were hurt in this parking challenge for you. So as you know, this was a time challenge, and your timing is very important for your final challenge of the series. The faster the celeb, the higher their starting position is in the final race. So, who's ahead? Alan Wu, blistering speed, the fastest of the lot, 2 minutes 21 seconds.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you.
You're gonna start in pole position on the grid.
Oh, we're racing.
KC, not bad, 3 minutes 10 seconds. You're also in the front row on the grid. Mark Nelson just 5 seconds behind Casey.
Casey got second by 5 seconds. That's your Beetle I couldn't open. Damn it! I was like, oh man. Because second place means you're on the first line of the starting grid, which is nice.
You're in row 2 on the grid. PK, 4 minutes 10 seconds. Being dressed up like this, that's not too bad at all.
There you go.
There you go. You're also in the second row. Joey, you had a good time, 10 minutes 41 seconds. You're in stilettos and a leather dress.
Yeah.
I mean, none of us guys could do that.
I'd like to see that.
Exactly. You're gonna be in the third row on the grid. Andrea, it's okay. You know, some people are good at puzzles, some people are not good at puzzles. It doesn't mean you're a bad driver, it just means...
I'm a bad driver.
It's all right, Andrea. Your time was 18 minutes, 59 seconds. You're gonna be in the third row with Joey as well. So celebs, get ready. We're going to Clark International Raceway for the final challenge. If you must know, you're all racing against each other.
Oh, you guys are so brave.
Scary.
We'll see you guys at the final challenge. All the best, guys.
So we're all on the track together in adult cars.
No, you're all in the track in front of me.
Which means you're right behind them.
Well, it's not only Andrea. Ixnay on the other.
And he's in pole.
But he doesn't have anything to hit.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, yes, he has a whole track.
Yeah, when he goes around,
Anything in front of him he can hit.
we are all open for game.
Oh, game on for the final. Here we go.
Thank you.
Good man. Come on, man.
Hey.
Come on, boys. Let's do this.
Oh my God, I've heard about this. Wow. You know, here in Celebrity Car Wars, we see a parade of cars, exotic cars, some of the best of the best. And then you think you've seen it all until this comes up. This is one of the most beautiful sports cars to ever come out of Japan. This is the Mazda RX-7. These were developed from 1978 to about 2002. 14 years later, the design is still beautiful. And granted, this is customized, right? This is an original Veilside body kit sent in from the US. It doesn't get better than this. Now, I've heard on this car that underneath the bonnet is just as beautiful as the outside. Let's find out if this is true or not. This is the legendary RX-7 engine, the 1.3-liter turbocharged twin-rotor Wankel rotary engine. I mean, maybe 30% is modified, but pretty much original. All I do know, though, is I want to drive this thing now. All right, I'll finally get behind the wheel of this RX-7, baby. Pretty much carbon fibered inside and out. They're not the quietest cars out there, that's for sure. You hear every little nook and cranny. It's screaming, Bobby, Bobby, please, don't drive me over a bump. I'm like, sorry. How many times I get to drive an RX-7? Not many. This is the stuff of legends. This is the Mazda RX-7. And on to the grand finale. Our celebs will battle it out over 2 sprint races on this proper international raceway.
Hi everyone, welcome to Clark. We're going to be racing today, yeah? It's 2 kilometers long, 10 corners. Let's have a look onto your right here and right now. We have the cars. These are little small Toyota hatchbacks. It's not at all going to be like the car you drove at the last track. These cars have a lot of grip. So you carry a bit of speed, you're going to get the back coming around on you. It's all about carrying momentum through the corners. Pay attention to that. It's going to be the first time you guys are racing together, so a couple safety areas you have to watch out for. This track is quite a bit faster, so even though they're underpowered, we will be getting up to quite fast speeds. And make sure you hit the brake and slow the car down and look where you want to go. If you do get in a situation where something's happened in front of you, please be aware of where you're looking. It's quite a rookie mistake thing to do. When you see an accident, someone spinning in front of you, to look straight at the accident, you're going to go straight towards the car. Always look to where you want to go. So if something happens, look towards where you want to go.
Before the celebs even think of racing here, our 3 race car driver mentors have a lot of work to do.
This challenge is definitely the most dangerous amongst everything. The race line here is completely different. The strategy of the whole track is different. They're gonna learn basically everything from scratch.
We got 20 minutes each, so we have actually got a lot of time. I had to remind myself that these guys have not done any racing or any practice. They don't even think about racing. So it was a huge curve for them.
All 6 of us are going to be on a racetrack. I'm not sure if this show should be called Accidents Waiting to Happen.
Everyone's going to be gunning it, and I know that the boys are going to go big. Already I'm accumulating a lot of worry. Will I be cornered? Will I accidentally stop and hinder? Will I overthink? So I was like, oh no, I don't want to come out here with a neck brace. It's a brand new car again, so I have to be reconnected to a completely new vehicle in 20 minutes.
She's not a competitive soul. It's not about positions or results. It's all about what do you want to do today. She was very nervous. She was just overwhelmed.
And then we swapped places and I watched him. Out of the whole competition, that was the best detailed teaching I've had.
Unbeatable, breaking.
So I felt a lot more confident because I had Alex's teachings already ingrained.
Don't let the car do anything it doesn't want to do.
I was excited, I was kind of nervous. It's scary to get out there, especially with me on the track.
Pop it, go.
I'm always worried about starting out, not stalling the car.
So you're supposed to hug the first corner so much more?
Gabby's been an excellent mentor, you know, she's taught me so much.
Stay out, stay out. Okay, turn.
I was having problems, you know, hitting the apex at the right point, you know, and my car was kind of sliding out a bit.
Wow, this thing is, holy sh**.
Okay, that's perfect.
I think I'm still a bit out of control, but I just wanted to make sure I could race safely. Hopefully I don't, you know, hit anything or hit anyone and do okay in this final challenge.
It's a new car, it's a new track. Everything feels so different. I know the race lines of every single track in the country, but I'm pushing the car so hard that I keep spinning out. And spinning and spinning and spinning.
I'm gonna spin out, I feel it.
It just doesn't seem to be registering right at this point.
This car's scary.
My confidence is not as high as it should be at this point.
I've got to learn an entirely new track, and this one has so many more turns. The apexes you had to take so late, so you had to brake.
You gotta be closer.
To the apex?
And you're worried the car is gonna spin out. I was like, wow, this is scary. I was able to recover it, so at least I wasn't spinning out.
Turn, gas, 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 gas. Good job, that was awesome. You're getting the feel of it, right?
And even when I was told that I was doing the right thing, it felt like I just couldn't get it.
I tell you, don't frustrate yourself, okay? Just calm down. It's a lot to take in, okay?
At the end of the 20 minutes of practice, I did not feel confident on that course at all.
Remember the corners, remember the...
This is one long track and this is scary. Got up to the first corner and Michelle started yelling already.
Wider, wider, wider line. Always track out. Always track out.
I'm usually very good technically, but with this, all of that out the roof. The first lap went by. The second lap I still didn't get it.
That was too early.
Okay. The third lap I started getting the first 25% of the track.
Okay. Woo, this is hard. Track out.
The last lap, I got about 90%.
There you go. Okay. See how that felt? All right. Keep going, don't be scared. The course is hard.
With 20 minutes on the big track and a new car, feeling inside kind of unprepared, we should have a little more time, but it's okay.
Is this supposed to be this time? He had no idea how green I was in this. He had no idea how bad my driving was.
Don't ever do that.
What?
Always do this.
Okay. He told me later, Andrea, I would not have let you on a racetrack if I had known how little you know about racing.
Accelerate.
Really?
Yeah. And with Andrea, you know, she didn't know how to do the right lines yet. She didn't know how to do the braking and throttle application yet. So we had to work on that.
Do I brake here or lift?
I did get a lot of helpful tips from Alex. So he's an amazing mentor coach.
Try fast start.
Okay.
First gear, let's revs and then drop. Okay, let's jump the revs, jump the clutch. That's how you start.
Alex said, you know what? Be calm, cool, and collected. Don't crash.
Good, accelerate.
Wrong one. Sorry.
I couldn't drive stick before this, and now I can. That's about as far as I've come in this learning curve in my mind.
And so we are ready for race one for full championship points. The grid position for this race were not decided by some boring qualifying round, but by how fast our celebs could get out of a parking puzzle.
3, 2, 1, go!
And so we are ready for race one for full championship points.
3, 2, 1,
This is it. The whole season is down to this last race.
Last day, best day, so maximum effort.
I think I have a great start. I overtake a few people immediately. I'm just concentrating on staying on the road for myself.
The car's going slow, and I'm thinking, oh man, rookie mistake, did I put it in third gear?
I started too slow, and then Casey raced ahead and took the lead in the very beginning.
I'm in the front right now, and as long as I stay in front, I don't think that anyone can pass me. Just make it interesting. Let everybody pass me.
And the next thing I know, I'm back in the lead. And I was like, okay, let's just go consistently. And then from there, see if we can hold your lead.
It was just me and the road. No one was behind me. They were way, way there. So I'm like, go fight, fight. Go ahead. I just kept practicing my lines, my meditation mantra: apex, flutter brake, take it out wide, throttle. I was happy that I wasn't sandwiched or T-boned or bumped in the back or smashed in the front.
The second lap went by. Why do I have this feeling that this car is underpowered? Something is wrong. I tried to get up to third gear and just revved it all the way. The third lap went by, and I'm trying to catch up to people, and I'm like, wow, how come I can't rev up the engine as fast as they can? Why? I start smelling this burn, and then the smell kept getting stronger and stronger, and I kept thinking, is my engine on fire? And then I see the handbrake is up. I left my handbrake up all these times. You stupid No wonder I felt like the car wasn't going. I can't tell anyone. This is sad.
All I could see were 3 cars that were much further ahead of me, just going. I hope they don't lap for me. I have an issue about not slowing down enough before making a very sharp turn. I've had a lot of experience going off course, so I've had a lot of practice having to save myself. Thankfully, it wasn't gravel and I didn't get stuck there.
I was able to overtake and get into second place. The car still isn't feeling right. The focus isn't there, and I couldn't figure out why. Casey managed to overtake me again. I was like, oh man, he was obviously carrying more speed through the corner.
Now I'm in second. Long story short, this whole race was me chasing Alan and him boxing me out.
I saw Casey coming up, I saw Mark coming up behind me. I'm just moving my car around, trying to block them the entire time. I felt for a moment there like a wannabe race car driver.
I was on his butt. Like if he looks in his window, he'll see this guy. You could just see this. There was a moment he was going here and I pulled up on the side of him and he basically made eye contact with me and said, I'm going to push you off the road. And I was like, Alan Wu, you jerk. I was just thinking to myself, okay, just stay consistent, don't crash, he'll crash.
From third place, it was very enjoyable to watch Alan block Casey. In my mind, I was thinking, okay, if they push each other too much, they might both spin out and I'll be able to move up into the lead. But they didn't.
Today, he's decided to not crash. And because of him not crashing, I didn't get first.
I come around the fast corner and I look and I'm like, what? 1, 2, 3. I'm not last. I'm not second last. This is amazing.
Race 1 is all done. Alan takes the lead, followed by Casey, then Mark. Andrea is 4th, PK 5th, and Joey last.
Everyone was shocked. Like, wow, actually, Alan finished first in this round. We're getting lined up again on the grid. I'm like, I don't want to race again. I want to leave on a high note.
Really blocking, he's not letting me through. Yeah, I'm gonna get this one. I was upset at myself. If I didn't make a mistake, then I could have been in the front. I have a hard time taking that one. It was my fault. I'm ready, second race, here we go.
I'm a little bit more comfortable with the car, but still the feeling of the very first day when I got into the track vehicle, I haven't gotten that feeling back yet with these vehicles on this track.
For a girl that's consistently come in last, I'm so proud of myself. And then Alex runs up to my car and I hear, psst.
You just got a flat.
So they change my car and I get a brand new car and it's a different sort of a gear and I've just got to get used to it. Yeah, bring a new car, completely fine, let's do this. Just hope that someone in front of you doesn't do so well and then maybe you can go through.
I left the handbrake on the whole way through. This is the last race and I just want to be third at least. So that's kind of put my confidence right there.
Well, as you can see, you might as well just make a cup of tea, you know, all set and ready with some scones and biscuits. I'll be there. I was happy I wasn't scared. I think I was asked if I'm going to do a different tactic. No.
This is it. No more excuses. No more retouching hair or makeup. This is the final race of the season. Who will be crowned the champion?
I have a slow start, so I automatically drop back into fourth.
So I hit the first corner. Missed second gear. Everyone's passed me except for Joey, I think.
Second race, I do what Alex tells me to do again. I rev on first gear with my foot on the clutch. And I'm like seeing all these cars pass me by. I think I was like second. But I was like, this is a nice feeling, being in front of other cars. And then they just passed me by.
I've been doing the whole of the first race in third gear. Coming out of a corner, felt a little slow. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna start shifting between second and third just to get a little bit more speed. That made all the difference in the world. I felt like I had a lot more control, a lot more torque, a lot more instant power. I wish I'd done it in the first race.
For the second one, I was with the group for a while. I was told to keep it in third gear and treat it like a go-kart. I was very happy with myself. Had one spin out, but I didn't let it faze me. I didn't focus on the spin out. Improvements for me personally was like when I was on the road, I actually saw the lines that had been told to me. I wasn't able to understand these race lines. For me, it was like practice on the road.
Second race, now everything's all down. I got a second chance, so let's just roll. Me, I'm trying to catch up to the boys. I'm trying to catch up to Andrea. So this one I did pretty good. Why? Because the handbrake is down.
Let the boys fight it out up there.
I think I'm doing okay. And then suddenly in my rearview mirror, I see this red car. Someone's gonna try and overtake me. In that split second, I lose concentration at a difficult turn. And I spin out. A big spin out as well.
So that's when I took over, and then I came in at fourth. I can't go against those characters at this moment. I'm rooting for both of them. It's either Mark or Casey. Either one of them is fine with me.
I'm driving pretty fast, trying to catch up. Boom, I'm back up in third. I'm catching Mark and I'm catching Alan. Now the three of us are like dangerously living on the edge of this track. They're driving so well you can't get past them. They have to mess up for me to pass.
This time, Mark and Casey were even more aggressive, but I knew it was gonna be hard to hold them off.
It felt like we were so close to each other. Coming into certain corners, we would brake late because we were afraid the person behind us is going to overtake.
I knew I had to, change the gears more in order to be able to accelerate out of the turn. That, in the end, inevitably was my downfall. And I just see Mark and Casey just pass me up.
So then it was me and Mark. I'm in the same damn position as I was in the first race, trying to get past somebody. Mark was doing the same thing that Alan was doing, in a more respectful manner, though. He was blocking me. I could see him looking at me through the mirror, and I could see him fully making efforts to block me.
Casey and I were battling it out like crazy. It felt like the real race. And it all came together, and it felt beautiful. It felt so exciting. It felt like a really, really good race to finish on. And I think that was a great way of finishing the series.
That Mark Nelson, you know what? He was a fierce competitor.
The checkered flag marks the end of our final race, and Mark comes in at number 1. Casey takes second place, Alan third, PK fourth, Andrea fifth, and Joey's last. Welcome to the Celebrity Car Wars Grand Finale. Yes. The moment people have been waiting for around the world to find out who will be the first person inducted to the Celebrity Car Wars Hall of Fame. It's a club so exclusive, it has no living members. Until now. You guys ready for the results? All right. Only 4 points separated 5th and 6th place. Joey Mead King, you're 102, have 102 points. Andrea Fonseca, 106 points. And in 4th place, the most stylish man on the grid, PK.
Extra style points.
And now the top 3.
Whoa.
Only 12 points separates 1st and 2nd place.
Tight.
In 3rd place, with 121 points, Alan Wu. Okay, someone has 156 points, someone has 144 points.
Wow. Hold hands, man, hold hands, come on. Hold hands.
Don't do a Steve Harvey.
The first member to the Celebrity Car Wars Hall of Fame is Casey Montero!
Drink it, baby, you love it. Congrats.
I would just like to thank Vin Diesel for being alive. Without him, I probably wouldn't be on the show. They needed someone to look like Vin Diesel, so that's why I'm here. I feel very proud to be the only living member to the Celebrity Car Wars Hall of Fame, surrounded by absolutely 0 people. Kidding, I'm just kidding. No, I'm really happy, and I met all you guys. And it was...
As we speak right now, I'm sitting in the Celebrity Car Wars Hall of Fame, and there's nobody there but me. But I've pretty much proved it on this program that no one drives better than me.
Here you go, buddy, take her down.
Of course, all the challenges and winning were one thing, but having a classy competitor, you know, someone who is at the same level as you, it really makes you work a lot harder. Finally winning the reality show, I think I'm gonna retire now. Done.
It had been a long time since I've been an actual contestant. People, when they think about this show, will probably remember the mistakes that I'd made more than the wins that I had on the challenges.
Hey guys! Yeah, baby!
Didn't hopefully break too many things. But I guess I definitely left my mark on the show.
I was doing so well.
This adventure has been epic.
Look out for the killer whale.
Crazy,
It's harder than it looks, really.
dangerous, but yet, at the end, we all came out winners. Coming into the Celebrity Car Wars, I know I'm a good driver. Completing all the challenges for the Celebrity Car Wars, oh, I'm clearing it, baby! But I am now a well-rounded driver and racer.
Obviously, my journey on the show has been a roller coaster. There have been really great highs, really low lows. I really wanted to fly the girl power flag really high in the show and wanted to do much, much better than I did. And I think that's part of the pressure that I placed on myself.
I made it!
So I had fun in the journey, and at the end of the day, that's what really matters. Having fun.
Being a contestant for the very first time on a TV show is difficult. This has definitely made me more gregarious when it comes to car sports. There is a rhythm that you need to understand between you and the vehicle. I am so happy that I can finally drift. I'm grateful that I have these to add to my memories.
This has just been a fantastic journey. We've had so much fun, so many laughs. It became 6 good friends having a great time playing around with vehicles.
I thought it went out. I thought it was,
And yeah, there happened to be a competition going on.
Hey.
Come on, boys. Let's do this. As the checker flag comes down on this series of Celebrity Car Wars, we look back on a trail of destruction that includes a race car or 2, tire walls, countless number of sponsored signs, hundreds of meters of bunting, 4 cameras, a battalion of fire hydrants, a 16th century archway, and a shopping mall. And that is just Alan Wu. Our social experiment is complete. Our work here is done. Until next time on Celebrity Car Wars.